Really quickly walk through how to get Visivo started from scratch. So you're looking at a blank VS Code window in a empty project right now. Perhaps you'd be starting your Visivo project within the context of an existing repository, and that's totally okay. It's going to create a separate folder for your Visivo project anyways. First thing we're going to want to do is make sure you have Python 3.10 available, so you can do that by typing which Python 3.10 if you're on Mac. If you're on a different type of operating system, you might need a different command for that. So you can say I have that installed. If you don't have that installed, then you can do brew install Python 3.10. I'm not going to run that, but okay, so we've got that going. So let's make the virtual environment next. So we'll do Python 3.10. And you could use 3.11 or 3.12 too, that would be fine. Module, env, Visivo, env. Cool, and so that will make a Visivo env there. Let's activate that. So just gonna keep clearing it. Well, that source. So bin activate. Cool. So now we're in that virtual environment there. I'm going to go ahead and clear my window to make sure everything is easy to see. So now let's install Visivo. To do that, we'll just run pip install Visivo. And this will take a second here to download all of that, the dependent packages. So some of those you might already have installed if you're not starting from a fresh virtual environment, or perhaps if you use Poetry for packet management, you would instead run Poetry add Visivo, and then it'll figure out all the dependencies, which can be a pretty handy tool, and sometimes a little faster too than doing it this way. But should be almost done here. Cool. So now we're able to run the Visivo command line. So clear that out, and then now we have access to Visivo through the command line, and you can see all of the commands that we have available to us here. And we'll get into a couple of what these do later, particularly init and serve. So teeing off here with init, let's run Visivo init. And what this is going to do is it's going to set up the Visivo directory in the way that Visivo is expecting it to look. And so the key components of that are a project file. So we'll just call this demo. And then I'm going to do a SQLite. We're adding more databases all the time. So keep an eye out or reach out to us if you don't have the one that the target type that you want on there. Don't worry too much about this decision because you can add multiple different targets as well, multiple different databases that you want to connect to, and then you can bring all that stuff together in the same chart. So this is not a set in stone decision for your project by any means. But cool, so now going into this project directory here, you can see we've got a little env file. So these are where you can store secrets. Of course, this is a file that you don't want tracked if you're storing your secrets in here. And that can be relevant, especially for transactional databases, Postgres, or analytical databases like Snowflake. And so now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of your Visivo project. We could go into what all of this means, or we can run a command and do something more fun and immediately start getting into some of our charts, which is a much more fun way to go about using Visivo, in my opinion. So Visivo Serve is a really great tool. Oh, yeah, well, it's always good to leave some errors in a demo, but essentially I was in the wrong directory here. So this is a good thing to call out. Visivo expects this project YAML file to be present. So I'm going to cd into that directory. And so now I'm in the directory where I have this project Visivo YAML file there. So clear that out, run Visivo serve again, and now it's going to load those environment variables, and you can get access to those in your project by using Jinja templating. It's compiling the project, caching your files, understanding where all of your information is coming in, especially for this includes portion here where we're actually pulling in a project that exists in a different location. And so now it's running some traces. And this is it transforming your information into charts and building dashboards here. So it caches these results, so the second, third, fourth time that you run these, they will be faster as well. So let's now get into that. I don't know, that might have been fast. So what I did there, I just clicked through to this local host, which is now where your Visivo project is being served. So this dashboard here is actually imported from that include statement that we looked at up here, but now you're good to go. You're developing with Visivo. There's a little tutorial in here you can take a look at. If you want to dive straight into editing charts, you could actually do that by looking at this example dashboard project. So it's just real simple. You get this for free when you do SQLite. So now we could come back into here and say, all right, I want this chart to, I don't know, maybe I want to make the Y values times 2 or something like that. And then maybe we want to add some layout to this. So we want to say like title, text, example charts. And then if you save that, it'll actually reload your traces and refresh automatically. So now you can see that example chart is right there in this project that we're serving. And then the y-axis is now 15 instead of 8, and it runs super fast. So it's very lean. It's only going to run the queries that you need. Maybe we make this exponential. You can see how that changes the chart, and so you get kind of really fast feedback loop. We can really quickly develop other charts. We can connect other target databases, include charts and traces from those. I won't get too much into the concepts of that in this video, but yeah, that's how you get started. So thanks for watching.